In today's video, I'll be teaching you the laziest ways to make money with AI. I've got 5 side hustle ideas that you can start today, and I'll be giving you the exact roadmap as to how to get started with each of these ideas. Now, these are ideas that I've personally experimented with, or my friends in other industries have executed these, and in the lead up to researching this video, I spent hours speaking to people, talking to members of my company, and piecing together the exact roadmap so I can actually give you an actionable guide today. So today is going to teach you, it's going to be a high alpha packed video because it's going to teach you the exact way to make money with AI in 2025 and beyond. I'll give you my honest review of each of these because not all of these ideas are equal. There are ones that I prefer, but I wanted to give you 5 that I thought were actionable and relatively simple to start. Now, I'm not saying they're fully foolproof. Obviously, you do need to do a little bit of digging and a bit of research to get them off the ground, but I think these ideas are objectively lazier than, starting big, complex business models with AI agents. Without further ado, let's get into the 5 ideas. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve when it comes to AI, make sure to click that subscribe button and the post notification bell to stay in the loop because I'm updating bangers on this channel. Every time there's a new model, we're doing in-depth guides. I'm also doing lots of videos teaching you guys how I'm using the latest technology and implementing it into my business, and also ideas that arise with the constantly evolving space that is AI. So let's get into things. Idea number 1, this is a faceless YouTube channel. Now, this has been a niche which I've absolutely seen explode over the past year. And I truly believe if you aren't that extroverted and you have a little bit of knowledge on social media or AI, this is one of the best business models that you can start today to make money. Faceless YouTube channels make money through a variety of avenues, but the main way is ad revenue on YouTube. Depending on the niche, you'll either get a higher or a lower CPM. For example, if you're in finance, you'll probably get a higher CPM than other niches because advertisers want to appeal to that audience. And secondly, you can make money off sponsorships and paid partnerships, especially in the finance niche, in the crypto niche, even in the AI niche, niches with a lot of capital. There are lots of potential sponsorship opportunities. And with the new YouTube algorithm, which is pushing more channels more than ever, I think this business model is the most viable that it has ever been. So this is how you can start a faceless YouTube channel today. Firstly, you want to pick a high CPM niche. So this is a niche that will attract a high advertising rate per 1,000 views and also a high sponsorship rate. So finance, crypto, real estate, technology, these are all going to be better than like sport or general entertainment where the pool of capital isn't as competitive. Avoid entertainment or gaming, which have lower CPMs. They might appeal to more people, but ultimately this is a business model here. We're not just doing this for fun. Obviously, if there is a niche that you are more passionate about and you're more knowledgeable about, it might be easier to put content together. But actually with AI, this becomes really easy because you can learn about any field. And this leads me into step 2. You can create scripts for these videos using ChatGPT, and you can build an avatar on 11 labs, which becomes a consistent AI voice that becomes your channel's signature. So this is very, very cool. You can have your own voice that you create for your channel and create scripts using ChatGPT for the channel. The one thing that I still think is a little bit manual about this process is editing, because to keep the retention throughout these scripts, you need really good editing. You can look on Upwork, you can look on Fiverr, you can even do it yourself, but this is something that will cost a bit of money. If you have editing skill, it'll just cost you time. If not, you'll need to outsource, and although it can be done fairly cheaply, it'll also cost you a little bit of capital. So just be aware of that if you are going down the faceless channel route as a business model. And remember, as Mr. Beast said, every single time you upload a video, try and get better and better and better and improve on every single video. So in 100 videos time, you've made 100% improvement just by 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. Even on this channel, I try and improve every single time, whether it's my delivery, whether it's my scripts, whether it's my audio, whether it's my physical environment. We're trying to improve the channel to get better, and we work out what topics land better on YouTube. Remember, YouTube is all about topic. The better the topic, the more chance you are going to hit the algorithm and go more viral. You just may have to be a little bit persistent in the early days to get that traction. Moving on to the next one, this is AI thumbnail design. So you can basically use AI to develop and create thumbnails, which you can then sell. You can run a thumbnail agency and work for YouTube channels. Now, the reason I know this is a good niche is because I'm always looking for better thumbnail designers. And I'm actually sometimes surprised about the lack of quality when I test them on Upwork and Fiverr. And I just wonder whether people are still fully ahead of the curve when it comes to AI. Because if you properly learn how to use AI to do thumbnails and you can actually stay on task, I mean, you can just shoot up the rankings on these websites because a lot of people frankly can't can't. So the way you can get started with a thumbnail design agency is A, analyze viral thumbnails in your niche. Try and pick a niche. And I think finance is another good niche, and AI and crypto and that have higher CPMs are generally better because the people that are creating those channels are likely going to spend, more money because they're making more money. So finding a niche I think is important because obviously different niches have different style of thumbnails, right? Like Mr. Beast's thumbnails are very different from what I'm doing here on the AI channel, and a finance channel is going to be different from a podcast. So try and find one or two niches and like nail down on that formula instead of casting a wide net. Try and get really good at one type of niche. Then you can generate your concepts on ChatGPT. This can generate the layout ideas for you and a general layout. And then you can use Midjourney, which in my opinion is way better than ChatGPT still for photo generation, to create the exact thumbnail that you want. If you're not getting the results that you want, you can actually use Midjourney to create specific components, which you can then manually put together on Canva. So you can get Midjourney to create the elements that you want. So the 3D graphics, the text to look really nice and pop. And then you can just drag and drop and use Canva to display and rearrange that information. Then you can do one of two things. You can A, source YouTubers directly through LinkedIn. This is actually a good tactic because a lot of YouTubers are looking for thumbnail designers. So you can reach out to their business developers or them directly, try and get their emails or add them on LinkedIn and just say, hey, want to use my services for free, and try and find clients that way. And then obviously once they like you, you can scale up. Or secondly, you could look to list these on a public website or marketplace like Fiverr or Upwork. And if you can offer a quick action bonus and guarantee, I think this is going to increase your chances of a YouTuber wanting to work with you. I mean, I'm a YouTuber. What I value a lot is speed. If someone can deliver really quickly for me and can deliver with a financial guarantee, it makes it a no-brainer offer. Like, sure, I'll test you out. If you're quick and you're free, why not? And hey, maybe some of you actually nail this and maybe you want to end up working for my team because I know my thumbnail designers are utilizing this technology as well. You could literally be working for a YouTube channel like this if you can nail that. It will take a couple weeks though to get the hang of it, to get feedback. These are lazy ways to make money, but they're not completely lazy. Like, you have to do something. Obviously, it's easier than starting a huge business, but you're still going to need to learn a little bit and iterate. Some of these ideas are easier than others. This next one, number 3, is probably even a little bit easier because it's only text. But because it's only text, I think your ceiling is a little bit lower and it is certainly more competitive. And this is AI blog generation. By no means a bad niche to pursue, but probably lower upside than the first two that I talked about, and certainly lower upside than the last one that I'm going to talk about, which is probably the highest upside one of all. So make sure you stick around for that. But just to go over number 3, which is AI blog generation, basically what you want to do is use a tool called SEMrush to identify high traffic blog posts in your target niche. So focus on blogs with over 10,000 monthly visits and analyze their structure. Take those structures and feed the top post to ChatGPT in one curated chat to help it identify winning formulas. So headline structures, content flow, and keyword patterns that rank well. Then you can use rank.ai for optimization. So you can optimize your content for both Google and AI language models. This ranking factor will give you an edge over traditional SEO only content. Then lastly, apply an audit to deal process. So you can reach out to podcast hosts and businesses with content gaps. You can show them how AI optimized blogs can 10x their organic reach. And then you can actually take some upside in the sponsorship, saying, hey, I want to run a blog for you. This is what I've done, but I want to take upside on affiliate links, or I want to take upside on sponsorships. So you can actually use the same tactic for the thumbnails and reach out to podcasts, channels, etc., to try and broaden their horizons. There are many businesses that don't want to do this. And if you can become an expert at written content, especially with how the algorithms work with backlinking, you can actually find a place working as a consultant for many businesses. So remember, it's not only about creating your own business here, it's also about the knowledge that you can acquire and apply to other businesses. It's the same as thumbnails. It's the same as blogs or scripting. You want to develop a niche skill, which other people, they might be able to replicate it. Obviously, there's not much of a moat with AI. Anyone has access to AI, but it's a time moat because not everyone has put the work into learning this very specific skill that you have over a couple of weeks, and then you can package that and sell it to businesses. That is something I want to talk about in number 5, which is really like the Hail Mary of all of these ideas in terms of upside potential. Now we're getting into a heavy hitter as the penultimate one here. That is AI website building. So there are so many amazing tools now which can help you build websites. And look, AI isn't replacing designers because you still need to have a little bit of creative control and a little bit of taste when it comes to how to structure a website and what the UI should be. But AI is certainly helping augment designers to become better website designers. And the ones that know how to use AI and have a little bit of creative taste are doing better and better and better. And you can develop creative taste by iterating using AI as well. So taking screenshots and asking an LLM like ChatGPT to help improve on that screenshot. So these are the 4 steps that I would use to start an AI website building company. First thing is master Frame AI or Bolt. These are both no-code platforms that can help you build professional sites in just hours instead of the weeks that it would take doing it manually. Second, generate text copy for the website with ChatGPT. So these are headlines, product descriptions, SEO, etc. Step number 3, build 2 to 3 example sites. So it could be a restaurant, a consultant, an e-commerce store. You're trying to build out a portfolio, and once again, you guessed it, go to businesses and ask them, do you want a website built? These are 3 websites that I've built. If you want one, I'll do it for this price. Or you can even say, I'll do it for free or attach a really low cost. And if you like it, then I'll charge you X amount. Now going into the final one, and this is one that I would say you're only really going to succeed at if you've experimented with some of the other models that I've spoken about, or at least definitely experimented with AI a lot. And that is an AI automation agency. There are so many businesses in the real world, in the online world, that just don't understand how to automate their business with AI, whether it be implementing AI agents, whether it be implementing automated strategies with AI, whether it be more advanced automation through Zapier or Notion for workflows. Like, so many businesses are just so behind. Even my business, which we implement a lot of AI, I still feel like I'm behind because AI is evolving so fast. And I've actually onboarded AI consultants into my company to help me level up and for me to understand AI better. And they're actually working full time on AI systems within the business now. So this is something that I think just has a huge moat over the next 5 to 10 years. And it's basically this: you want to start an automation agency. So you'll go to existing businesses and traditional businesses and you'll help them implement AI into their systems. So you'll need to get an understanding of what they do, what their pain points are, and you'll need to be able to find the solutions for those pain points using AI and implement it for them. You can charge a one-time consulting fee, or if this is an ongoing task, you can stay on as an AI consultant. I've seen these agencies make a killing, especially for traditional businesses where you can automate so many workflows inside the business which are inefficient, especially if the business owner is not that tech savvy, especially the older generation. Oftentimes it's just easier for them to get on a consultant to implement AI than it is for them to implement AI themselves. And you can actually reverse engineer their business model with ChatGPT to create a 10-step plan roadmap based on their needs to implement AI. So this will require you to have an understanding of AI. Obviously, if you're subscribed to this channel and you're implementing the stuff and you're testing the stuff that I'm talking about here, you're probably ahead of the average person, but you can actually combine that knowledge and commoditize it to make money by going to other businesses. And what you can do is actually just do some free case studies. So in the beginning, don't charge people for this, just offer to do it for free, just to give them a shot. And once you start to build a rapport and build case studies, you can start charging real businesses. And then you have essentially an AI automation agency. I think I might do a full video on that in the future, because I honestly think it's an idea that if I wasn't so busy with my media companies and my investment arms, this is a business that I would probably start, because, you know, I've seen the light of how it's implemented into my business. I could definitely go to other businesses. Like, I could think of so many other YouTube channels, content creators that I could go to if I had the right package and actually make money off this. It's its own business, but part of being an entrepreneur is also about understanding what the right thing to do is, because there are probably 1,000 ideas I have to make money, but the most optimal path for me is different for you. So if I did all of these things, I wouldn't have time to focus on the core business, which is higher leverage long-term, which is the path that I'm currently on. So if you're asking like, oh, Mars, why aren't you doing all of these? You know, you're talking about them, but you might not be doing them. It's because I don't think it's a fit for my goals, but it may be a great fit for your goals, which is why I want to do these videos, because if just one person watches this and gets inspired and goes down the rabbit hole and implements this and makes a bunch of money, well, I can have a huge impact. And that's what fulfills me at the end of the day, especially with the vision of this channel to help people level up their lives using AI. So your journey starts now. I'm going to do some more dedicated videos on some of these models specifically in the future, but hopefully I was able to help kickstart your next side hustle using this video today. Make sure to sub to the channel for more. I'll see you in the next one as usual. Thank you for watching and peace out.